So, Pierre, rumor has it that these episodes 25 and 26, that they are your favorite episodes, not only of just Frieren, but all of anime, question mark? Do you still stand by that? Even like Attack on Titan, Hunter x Hunter? Promise never.
Christian, it's not rumor has it. I just told you that before you hit record. So yes, this is true. Christian, these last two, no. Talk about continuous climaxing, bro. No. This is better than porn. I'll say it. It's just the euphoria that comes from this. Oh my goodness.
So there's no need for hentai anymore.
There's no need for hentai anymore. Okay, Christian. All right. So we're doing this right, one by one. All right. A fatal vulnerability. Woo! I don't even want these to be structured because it defeats the purpose of how crazy this. Okay, both. Fuck. Right. We're doing just one. I gotta save some of my excitement for episode 26 because I've already seen it. You too. Regardless. Okay. How does episode start? What's up?
We could just start by talking about like the title, like Frieren's vulnerability, if you want. Or
honestly, Christian, take the lead, man. Go ahead. Get into that.
Okay, well, Frieren's vulnerability, because the first time I saw the scene with Fern, like when the first time I watched it, I wasn't really sure what happened or what the vulnerability was specifically, but on rewatching, I get it now.
Yeah.
I get what happened in that moment. So, the basic idea is that when Frieren's casting a spell, she stops detecting mana for a brief moment. But because she's so skilled in other areas, it's not really something that can be exploited if she's in an actual fight and somebody picks up on that. It's unique to this circumstance where there's a clone and they got to figure out a weakness. So basically, she can't like counter attack right after using magic. So mana detection is visible to other mages if they're looking for it. So they showed this in the past episodes where Frieren noticed that Denkin was looking at them from afar in the first exam, and then also how Frieren used mana detection to find aura or you remember that one scene that we were appreciating where it zoomed out and it showed the distance between aura and the city?
Yes.
Yeah, like that was magic detection in action. So when Frieren put up a shield to block Fern, only the skilled mages noticed that her mana dropped for a second. But
Yes.
Laween and Kaene,
They
were like, yeah, I
Yeah.
had no idea. And that was me when I first, kind of, when I first saw it, I was like, wait, what just happened? But yeah, they just weren't skilled enough, so they couldn't see it. So I don't know if that confused other people as well. I just wanted to like talk about it a little, and I hopefully add like a little more clarity, because I know it confused me at first. When you first saw that scene, what did you think? Was it clear to you, basically, what happened?
No, because she still wasn't affected. So for that reason, like, if I noticed anything different, I would have been shocked. Like, all I saw was Fern blasting her and her countering that blast right away, and then she's dusting off herself. I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't see anything. Like, So I was like, oh, that's cool. But for Dinkin, even after he explained it, I was like, that's cool and all, but like, why does that matter, right? Like, she's so strong in every other area, like Dimension 2. It's like, it is a weakness, sure, that we can, because any weakness we can find, because we know who we're dealing with, like her opponent, which is her, and we know who she is. So I guess that can work, but it's like, it's so like inconsequential to the rest of her strengths. Just like, but still, yeah, I was like, I don't, like, okay, so sure, she can't detect mana.
She was so cute about it too.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, she's Frieren is the kind of girl you want to take home to mom, man. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm ashamed about it. Oh, your hugs feel nice. Let me squeeze tighter. Bro.
Yeah, that contrast and just the existence of Frieren. Like, we know she's one of the most powerful mages on the planet. Well, at least in the nation, the empire, the continent that we've been exposed to.
Yeah, the empire, yes.
Beyond that. But, yeah, it's like there's this crazy, unbelievably strong creature. And then she still has the capacity to act like a cute, delicate, fragile little girl. Yeah, it's great. It adds
Appearances,
so much
man.
depth to her character.
Appearances can be deceiving. Nah. No. The amount of depth. No, her character is layered, man. She's a freaking Christopher Nolan movie. Like, it's just, and plus M. Night. Plus, I think I always forget the name of the director of Predestination. I should actually remember because it's my second favorite movie. But regardless, yeah, just layered AF. I love how everything came together well for this episode. As in, each member that comes in brings something that's valuable in terms of information to the party. Like, okay, we just need Adele, okay? Because Adele is a specialist in hypnosis magic. As soon as she come here, she'll be able to help. Let's say if that thing has a brain, has a mind, perfect. Doomsday, come in, all dying and all fucking bloody and wounded. Oh my god, guys, I just made it. They don't have a mind. What? They don't have a mind. Okay, Adele won't be able to help, and also Adele is injured. Great. Okay, so we still don't know what we're dealing with, and then Lawinen kind of comes in. Oh yeah, I know what we're dealing with. It's just this monster called Spiegel. Wait, what? How do you know this? I love how the author did this. Just information that the group needs that new members are bringing one by one. Bro.
And it's in a way that feels very natural too. It
Bro,
doesn't feel
like, come on,
forced.
man. No. Oh my god. No, Christian, this is. Oh shit. This has been cemented as like my favorite 2 episodes of any idiom of anything. Well, episodes can only be shows. Yeah. This is in top. This is in top. Like this beats Agents of Shield season 2 finale. Like when Coulson made it out of there with Gemma from that other world that she was sunk into when the monolith swallowed her. And like, did he make it out? Did he make it out? And he pulled up from the fucking mic. He's like, I made it out safe or some shit. Like, bro, that's Agents of Shield. No, Christian, this is freaking sick. This even beats the Billions episode when Chuck is like laughing on the bed. When we're like, is he crying? Like, no, he's not, because he orchestrated this whole thing. Ice Juice. But regardless, nobody watches Billions except for me. But anyway, no, this is sick, man, bro.
Yeah.
No.
It is pretty sick.
No, it is sick as hell, Christian. It's sick as hell. Yeah. Everyone that comes in just offers a piece of information that the group needs to move forward. And then her brother took the test. Interesting. So that means Homegirl's family is just barred up with just mages. They're not just wealthy. Like they're magicians, which means like their critical thinking skills are high, which means they're intelligent people. Because that's what I'm equating every mage to that I've seen. I mean, any mage who's taking this test means you're as low as a 3rd class, which is that's the prerequisite to be in here. So already you're fucking miles ahead of the average human being. It's crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. And we getting more about. Go ahead. What's up?
No, it's just from another thing that Lawine's information tells us is that the powerful chaining spell that is protecting the demon won't be undone until Frieren's replica is defeated. So they're locked into a combat with Frieren's replica. You can't just outthink. Like, you can't just go around the replica. Like, you have to defeat it, which is intense. That's very intense.
Yes, and then Frieren even seconds that. To be like, if that's what you say it is, which, yes, I did sense, that spell is so strong that there's no way to get through it. And even if we break a wall near it, I'm sure replica me, has already counted for that, too.
Yeah.
No. They are fighting. They're fighting a titan, bro. This is Thanos.
Yeah. Oh man, do you want to start talking about the fight? I don't know if you were going to bring up something else before that.
Wait. What fights? Wait, what fights took place? This was because 26 is still clear in my mind. 25. Okay, once you start, I'll be like, I'm trying to remember what crazy fight happened in 25, episode 25.
Well, it was the start of Frieren's versus Frieren.
Okay. Oh, so we're jumping. Sure, yeah.
Yeah, but then before that though, because the reason I asked it, because before that there's a flashback we see the original party of heroes. They're going up against this dragon.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Maybe we could talk about that a little bit. There is, when I saw that scene, it made me once again remember that I would like to be somebody who, if I was in a life or death situation, I could make a joke out of it. And I thought about that again here, because Himmel kept smiling as they were on the verge of death in the flashback.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, man, to be able to smile when you might die, that's such a, like, the mental fortitude you need, and I feel like you need to be a little bit crazy too to think like that. And I would
he was not all there. Yeah.
I'd like to be somebody who could do that, to be honest. That says a lot about how you can control your perspective in situations.
See?
It's crazy.
That is true, but like, if it was me, I would rather be more Werble-like than Himmel-like. Like, dude, the way you described it on the episode prior, fucking chef's kiss, the duality, like the dichotomy between I can be evil, not evil, like I can do what needs to be done regardless of how harsh or inhumane it is, killing women and children who are sent and like to weaken me so I don't get my job done. Fuck that, I'll kill them. At the same time, I can be extremely kind and nice to my teammates, carry them, like protect my village because of some girl that I love. Like, I like that because there's an amount of clarity that he has. Himmel's just borderline, just reckless. Like, that's too harsh of a word. No, what I'm trying to say is Himmel enjoys these extremely dangerous situations because they're all part of the journey. To him, this is all in one. Like this adventure, like it entails crazy stuff, and I'm just gonna enjoy whatever they all are. Actually, no, I don't. Yeah, he is reckless. He is because the episode prior, the dungeon, we're like, bro, we don't have to go through here. Heisen's like, bro, we don't have to go in here. He's like, oh, you never know. There might be a grimoire. I tend to enjoy every piece. Yeah, it does feel like there were some turns, there were some choices, there were some ways they could have circumvented, but because Himmel led the crew, he was like, nah, we're going through here anyway. Even Frieren at the end of that flashback from last episode, like she got in front of him and she pointed, she's like, bro, stop it, we're not going here. Do you remember that scene?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I thought I dreamt it or something. Yeah, no, but this is not me bashing on anyone. I fucking love all these guys, man. They're unique in their own ways, but just yeah, for me, Wearable, like I like his ability to turn it off and turn it on. Is much more controlled, in my perspective, than Himmel. But that flashback was sick. But I didn't know that this is what was going to take place because the writer, Christian, the writer. Listen, I don't know the gender because there's a whole frenzy about if it's a woman or a man. But that writer, like not verbalizing the plan, showing us the flashback, me not knowing still that is the plan. Because what is the plan in the flashback? This is what we're gonna do. Heisen, you're going to be the distraction. I will be attacking from the flank. Frieren, you're going to be the firepower, which is more distraction, and then I'm just going to come from up there and kill it. What is the actual plan? I'm going to fight Frieren. Frieren, say I'm going to fight fake Frieren. I'm going to create an opening for you, Fern, because of my vulnerability, and you're going to be coming from the flank like Himmel did and blast replica me. To which Frieren ends the flashback with saying, this is how we always imagined that we'd kill the dungeon lords, and then she smiled. But for the author to not tell us, it's just a flashback, and we're like, what are they going to do? Like I'm watching this flashback, I'm like, okay, you didn't tell me the plan. What is the plan? Just to find out that was the plan. Like this is why that flashback comes to life. Like that flashback wasn't just there to show us him being brave, but that was the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the only guy? Did you get that
again? Well, that for that specific connection, I didn't make it, which is a cool connection. In the next episode though, that happens again.
It does happen again. It does.
But I don't know if we're thinking of the same thing, but
no, we're gonna get there. It's fine. No, Christian, unfortunately we're in sync in that. I'm telling you, I remember episode 25 and 26 like it's my social security number.
What's your social security number again?
It's 158230587. Like,
beautiful. Thank you very much.
It's beautiful indeed. Christian, I think I've watched these two episodes at least 6 times each. Because remember, when we didn't record for 3 months straight, I still watched them during my lunch break every day. Like I rewatched Frieren. Yeah, that's my schedule. That's how I prepare for this podcast. Yeah, like on my lunch, I watch Frieren. Just like, dude, you don't understand. I'm a fucking perfectionist, man. What did I watch? If you're gonna do it, you have to do it all the way. No, that was a short. That was a fucking YouTube short that I watched. But regardless, yeah. We don't have to do shit over here, man. It's 100 or 0. Crazy shit. But yeah, no, it's freaking sick. Jesus Christ. Okay,
oh, and
so
dude,
yeah,
that fight, man. That fight.
Oh my god.
Man.
The animation,
dude, Frieren is no stranger to great animation. We know this, but good God, since the jaw-dropping animation is backed by some of the best storytelling in anime, because of that, these battles get propelled to such extraordinary heights that at times it feels almost overwhelming a little bit. Especially like for me, like I'll speak only for myself in this. The fights like this compel me to pause and reflect on the entire show thus far and how beautiful the journey was that led to this scene. Because the first time I saw this scene, I probably rewatched it like 15 times. I didn't rewatch the episodes. Each time I rewatched it, I used a different moment of the show to influence my perspective of the battle. So for example, the first time I just soaked in the scene for what it was, like the pure spectacle of the battle, the absolutely breathtaking use of colors, like how the explosions dye the scene with this purple hue at first and transitions to this red ominous hue, and then the way Frieren and her clone do like this catwalk towards each other when they're surrounded by this red hue, and then all the while there's this mirroring effect that's happening between Frieren and her clone. It's like there's so much fluidity in terms of animation and color work, yet the mirroring effect that's dotted throughout the scene, they're in sync, and the effect is like intentionally sharp and rigid. Like it'll show you Frieren, and then it just cuts. There's a simple cut to the other Frieren, and it just does this back and forth, but they're doing the same gesture that is just mirrored. And this effect, like it stands out because it's invoking a sense that makes you go like, damn, we are really getting a glimpse into what it might look like if the world's strongest mages were to go up against each other. So, but then, like the second time I rewatched the fight, I'm just thinking of the journey Frieren took to get this strong. And then the third time I watch it, I think of how Frieren is 1/4 of what was needed to beat the Demon King. And then the fourth time I watch it, I'm like, so I think of how the fight with the Demon King must have looked like. And then the fifth time, I'm like, this is so cool. This is our main character. Then the sixth time, I'm like, damn, this is the person teaching Fern. And then the seventh time, I'm like, is this how strong is Ciri? And it just continues. Like I use this scene as a backdrop for admiring the entire story. Basically, that's what happened to me when I saw like the visual beauty that was this fight across like episode 25 and 26. And there's so much to fall in love with in this story. And this scene is just one of the many that crescendoed the storytelling in my mind.
Bro, that's sick.
So beautiful.
That's
It was
fucking
so
sick.
good.
Yeah, I'm not even into animation. I told you the colors, the fusion. It was beautiful. Like the stare down as the column
Yeah.
or the wall or the
Yes.
is falling and
That's
just showing
okay.
you.
Within the 15 times that I replayed this, I must have replayed that specific moment like probably 20 times.
Bro.
That was such a badass scene.
The shade because it's falling on them, but there's a stare
Yeah.
down going on. Like I'm not flinching. You're not flinching. Just like,
Yeah.
and then both
And then
of
they
them
do
to
the
react at the same time.
Yeah.
And they show you the colors because the explosion. Like one is red and one is like a dark gray or something. It's like, dude.
Yeah. Oh, it was such
Nah.
a smoky red too. Like, oh,
Nah.
felt apocalyptic.
It
Looking at
felt
them walking in that-
apocalyptic. Dude, I'm not even into that animation crap. Well, no, crap is terrible. I'm not even into that animation kind of stuff. Like, I love a good story, but this was just like, wow. I was just like,
Yeah.
wow. Just like,
Yeah.
no. Oof. And the monologue as she's fighting all this, like, bro, she's like, what's going on? Oh shit, she is strong. I'm strong too. Oh, let me see if I can do this. Ooh, no one knows better than I do how frightening I can be, bro. And so she's looking at her reflection. She's like, damn, this is an opponent. This is shit. Oh my goodness. Nah, Christian. Of course, we talk about her being a sister, a fucking mother, a parent, a leader, a fucking master, giving Fern that confidence before the fight starts. Just hit me with Zoltrak. But Master Frieren, what if I can't? What if you can't? Zoltrak is fucking foreign to us elves. Like, we're just discussing this shit now. For that reason, it's gonna take not a second, but some time to think about it before we react to it. But girl, you've been doing this since birth, bro, and they give us the flashbacks? Oh my god. Like, we see baby Fern. Just, we see Lord Lugner, my boy, R.I.P., bro. Like, bro. They're like, Fern, you've been doing this since birth, baby girl. You got this. Oh,
The
dude,
way
jeez.
the way I thought of that line is I thought of my whole math equation thing again. It's like if I were to ask you what's 2 + 2, right? You would immediately say 4.
Yeah.
Right? That's just instinctual. You don't gotta.
Yeah.
It's just 4.
Yeah. That's
But
not
if I
math,
asked
that's memory.
Yeah, but if I asked you what's 11 + 14,
Right.
you could come up with the answer pretty quickly. But you still
I
gotta
will,
do like
25,
that little. There's still that little delay where
Yes.
for like a millisecond.
Yes.
You're like, okay, 11 + 14. Okay, it's 25. But 2 + 2, you didn't have to do anything. It's
You didn't have
just
to do anything.
instinctual.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think
That's what Zoltrak is.
Yeah, exactly. For sure.
Ooh, the elves. Yes, and I like that she made that distinction. The elves. Why? Because humans have broke it down. Why? Because they've studied it. Why? Wait, is this episode that they told us why? Yes, this episode.
Yeah.
Why? Because Flammy introduced that to humanity. Flammy was the catalyst to mankind getting accustomed to magic, bro.
And the conversation that Ciri was having with Frieren right after Ciri got like the letter from Flan saying that humanity is adopting magic.
Yeah.
Ciri, man, I'm telling you. See, she said humans exist close. So she said a lot of great stuff. But I think you can summarize it as just she was saying humans exist closer to death than we do, and we
Right.
exist much closer to eternity. than they
Eternity.
do. And this goes back to what I was saying in a way earlier episode. I feel it was like in one of the very early beginning ones where if there are 24 hours in a day, a human will do in that 24 hours what an elf might take like a week or maybe a couple weeks to do, or maybe like a couple days or whatever. The point is the human will be a lot more careful with time,
time.
than an elf would. And
Yes.
this difference in perception dictates how humans can advance so
And
much
magic.
faster than elves,
Yes.
to the point where elves are being outpaced dramatically. Like
Yes.
not even just in terms of magic, but just like society, the way humans are creating buildings and
Yep.
society. Like and this author is the way they're thinking is very inspiring. Honestly, like you don't even have to interview them to know that they're wise.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
is the perspectives that he's tapping
That is
into.
beautiful. That is true.
It's
Giving us visuals too. Like, oh, the visuals are beautiful. Like, look at this. They've only been here for like what, a millennium probably at most. Look what they've already achieved. Like she looks at the skyscrapers. Like civilization is being built. They're advancing rapidly. It's gonna be probably another mere 1,000 years when there's gonna be actual humans who will be equipped with enough magic to actually counter the Demon King and kill the Demon King. And then she gives Frieren that warning after saying all of that, because they take care of time so much, because time is more precious to them, because they have very little, because their time on this planet is more ephemeral. For that reason, they're more precise, they're more accurate, they're more sharpened to get shit done. When we don't have to value something that we know is there for us. For that reason, beware of your training. For that reason, always stay sharp. like, dude, as in, like, you never know. Like, we're not gonna rule because we're slowly getting extinct, and they are accelerating rapidly. But I like that Frieren never took that advice that way, because this is the past, right? This could have easily turned Frieren's character into someone that doesn't want to teach humans, into someone that's reserved and defensive, like seeing any humans as excelling as a threat. But I just love that it's not it. Like her smile when Fern say, "I can kill Frieren," she's so
Yeah.
good.
And also, Siri said in that flashback, if anyone kills you, it'll be either the Demon King or Human Mage.
Or human mage.
And then immediately after, we see Fern, and we're encouraged to remember when she said, "I think I can kill Frieren," because she's the human that Siri was alluding to.
I don't think she's a human. Oh shit, Christian! I don't think she's a human. She said not can. She said will. Like, you will die by either the Demon King or Human Mage. I think it might be another Human Mage.
I thought she said if. I'm not sure.
Oh, she said if you die, it will be from. Well, Frieren can't live forever. Frieren will die, right? I don't know. I didn't read the manga. As in, because that didn't happen in this episode, I don't think it's gonna be for Fern. If it gets to happen, I don't think it's gonna be Fern. That's just me, because it lined up so perfectly. Because when did it cut to this flashback? When Fern got the opening. How did Fern got the opening? Frieren's back is pointed at Fern. So before this flashback, I'm like, is she about to spear through both Frierens to kill this Frieren? Because this is when she turned. She was hiding behind the column. She turned. They give us a slow motion, and we see the human Frieren's back is pointed at Fern. And then they cut to that flashback. And then, all the talk, she said, go on the walk with me. And then she said, yeah, it's going to be either the Demon King or a human mage. That's when I thought, okay, when they cut back, Fern's going to have to kill real Frieren and fake Frieren at the same time, because they're both using spells. They're both not detecting magic coming in right now. That's what I thought. But because that didn't happen, I don't think it's going to be Fern. If it's a human mage, I don't think it's going to be Fern.
I don't think it'll be Fern either. I was just thinking that Fern represents humanity's growth, just overall. She's reflecting exactly what Siri was talking about.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. I understand. Like that symbol of basically the growth of the power. Because look at that. Fern is like a human mage that's so skilled that can kill Frieren.
Yeah.
Even Denkin didn't see that vulnerability. That's wild, man. No, this girl is so smart. Like, for Sensei to be like, bro, you're so skilled, yet you lack it. Nah, but their love for each other will never allow that. Like, these two are in love, man. That's a platonic kind of love. That's some Phil K and Sarah K. We never got to that poem. Whenever we'll do a poem again, I love that poem a lot. Phil K, Sarah K. I don't remember the name, but it's platonic love. When love comes, love will be this, love will be that, or some shit. But yeah, it's No, Christian, this episode's sick. They're both episodes are fucking sick. Magic is supposed to be special. I won't teach anyone who lacks talents. Which makes sense if you think like Homegirl's created the Magic Foundation Association, and what's its purpose? To pluck out mages that are intelligent, skilled enough to pass tests that are set up to be really hard. So it makes perfect sense how we see the inception of the foundation of the mages, the Association of Magic or something, like the group that is in charge of that test. I don't know if you remember when Richter first told them, "Do you guys even know what the price is if you win this?" Like the great founder, like she's the one that came up with this association. So maybe that association came from that conversation, from her finding out that Flam is teaching magic to every human being that she can find, to mankind. And from her saying, I will not teach just anyone. Magic should be special. Or that's not where it came from. But regardless, I'm always stretching shits out. But that's it for episode 26, man. 25. 25. Do you have anything, Christian? Do you have anything at all?
Do you have anything, PR?
I think I've covered everything. Yeah, like Dinkin saying, let's all pinch in and talk about our vulnerabilities. People are finally listening to Dinkin. I love to see it. It's just... And again, we'll circle back to him. The green guy who said, I don't need any group. I'm going in there by myself. Fuck all that. We have yet to see this green guy. But anyway, it is what it is. But that's pretty much it.
All right. So we are on to episode 26.
It's been real. All right.
See ya.
Bye.